Hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. This is your faculty Sudarshan. Now in this video, we are going to discuss about the paper presentation for a theory question for CMA Inter as well as CMA Final students. In some cases, what we will do, what is the mistakes we are committing. Okay, that's what we are going to rectify it. In this point, whenever you are going to write a direct theory question, write it in point, write it in brief manner. The evaluator don't get a proper time to correct your papers. If you keep on underlining the important things, it will become more and more comfortable for the evaluator to award you the marks. The important keywords will visualize in the eyes of the evaluator. So there will be more chances to award good marks for you. And you will use the scanning technique. What is the scanning technique? You will keep on underlining the important words, important keywords, give the headings in a capital letters, giving the subheadings in the capital letters, and inner points will not should be in a paragraph. It should be in the bulletin points. Next, wherever you come across with the points, give it in a list. Let's for discharge of contract. You will have 5 lists, correct? Write down this list, 5 lists first, and then explain those 5 lists, and then explain those 5 points. It will enhance the evaluator impression that you know everything and your presentation looks good. And then always give the what they said in this point, the number of points numerically instead of alphabetically. They are said, they don't say, because in your question, suppose if you are writing 2A, don't write it again in the points like A, B and all. Don't write these points. Okay, this is your question. Don't use this again. Instead of that, you can use the bulletin points. Okay, like this arrow mark you can use. Anything you can use. Okay, then questions that you use words such as describe, discuss requires longer narrative answers. Some of the words they will give that describe this or discuss this, which will give a more and more lengthier answer. Present such answers in a paragraph with appropriate headings. Even though they say it is a paragraph, give an appropriate heading, and then in the inner paragraph, split it into you are going to write the same paragraph, but instead of writing in a paragraph format, you are going to split up and write it in 2 bulletin points. Next, wherever you come across with examples and illustrations, where you get the chances to quote in your papers, wherever you get necessary, you can quote your examples, you can quote your illustrations. It will attract the examiner to give you more marks. And underline the keywords which I have already discussed in the scanning technique, which will also help the evaluator to notice the important keywords, and there will be a 100% chances they will give you full marks also. Wherever you come across with tabulation format or a differentiation format, write it in a columnar fashion. Okay, whenever you are going to ask a question for comparison or alternative techniques or any opinions, give it in a tabular format. If it is in case of differentiation also. Avoid writing long and descriptive answers. Okay, this is what I've said from starting, because it will test the evaluator patience and it is also too risky. Always write it in points. Each point should not exceed 3 to 4 lines. Maximum 4 lines should be your 1 point. Okay, that too high. Maximum try to phrase it off in 1 or 2 lines. It will attract more and more. Suppose when you forgot, that's what the main point here. Suppose when you forgot some points when writing in your entire examination time, don't write unnecessary points. Leave some space, go to the next question, write that next question fully, and then come back whenever you will get it in your memory. Then come back and fill the space, and it will be more and more appropriate. Okay, always start each and every answer in a new page. because you are paying for writing for your examination. Each and everyone is paying for your examination. For 1,200 we are paying and we are writing. Why? I don't know why many of the students are writing very in one page they will write all the 2 to 3 questions. Even if it is a MCQ, this is specifically for old syllabus. Don't write choose in same page, fill ups in the same page, two of us in the same page and all. Right? Choose in one page. Next page is for true or false. Next page is for match. Next page is for filling the blanks. If it is in case of new syllabus, you should only have, you are getting only choose the best answer. That is multiple choice question only you are getting. Write it properly. If you are writing for MCQs, give the options also. Option A, 1. Option B is my answer. Write option B and then write the answer. Okay. In case of law, if you sure, quote the section numbers, quote the case law. Again, I will say, if you remember 200% correctly, then only quote section numbers and then case laws. Suppose you're not sure about it, then don't quote it in your examination. It is unnecessarily makes you to get penalty marks. Not writing, you don't get any marks. Correct? Whatever you are going to write, you will get a marks. If you quote proper section number, you will get some bonus marks. If you quote some section numbers, but if it is quote in another way, that is in a wrong way, you will have a penalty marks. Even though your entire provision is correct, but your quoting section number is wrong, okay, you don't get marks. Maximum marks they will give you is 1 mark. Okay, so make sure you try to avoid that. So this is a point regarding a final student, where final students will need to give an practical examples. What are the areas we will apply that law, or where the areas we will apply that technique, and if there is any good criticism on the subject matter in some applicable topics, you can give that part. Okay, so these are the important things which you need to be keep in your memory while you are writing, while you are attending your descriptive paper examination. Okay, with this signing off of Sudarshan. Thank you. Have a nice day.